Hi, my name is Olivia, and I am in Stories on the Hill at Denison. Today I'm going to be reading some poems all themed around love for Valentine's Day. We also have a live event scheduled this Valentine's Day, so I hope to see you all there on Sunday. To start off, the first poem I will be reading is William Shakespeare's Sonnet Number 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. The second poem I will be reading is another one of Shakespeare's sonnets, Sonnet Number 14. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet methinks I have astronomy, but not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of dearths, or seasons' quality. Nor can I fortune to brief minutes tell, pointing to each his thunder, rain, and wind, or say with princes if it shall go well, by oft predict that I in heaven find. But from thine eyes my knowledge I derive, and, constant stars, in them I read such art, as truth and beauty shall together strive, if from thyself to store thou wouldst convert. Or else of thee, this I prognosticate, thy's end is truth's and beauty's doom and date. For the next poem, I will be reading poem number 4 from the Love Poems of Emile Verhaeren, translated by F.S. Flint. The sky has unfolded into night, and the moon seems to watch over the sleeping silence. All is so pure and clear, all is so pure and so pale in the air and on the lakes of the friendly countryside, that there is anguish in the fall, from a reed, of a drop of water that tinkles and then is silent in the water. But I have your hands between mine, and your steadfast eyes that hold me so gently with their earnestness, and I feel that you are so much at peace with everything that nothing, not even a fleeting suspicion of fear, will overcast, be it but for a moment, the holy trust that sleeps in us as an infant rests. I will now be reading poem number 24, again from the Love Poems of Emile Verhaeren, translated by F.S. Flint. Although autumn this evening, along the paths and the wood's edges, lets the leaves fall slowly like gilded hands, although autumn this evening, with its arms of wind, harvests the petals in the pallor of the earnest rose trees, we shall let nothing of our two souls fall suddenly with these flowers, but before the flames of the golden hearth of memory, we will both crouch and warm our hands and knees, to guard against the sorrows hidden in the future, against time that makes an end of all ardor, against our terror and even against ourselves. We will both crouch near the hearth that our memory has lit up in us. And if autumn involves the woods, the lawns, and the ponds in the great banks of shadow in soaring storms, at least its pain shall not disturb the inner quiet garden where the equal footsteps of our thoughts walk together in the light. For my final poem, I will be reading Love's Language by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. When silence flees before the voice of love, of what expression does that God approve? Is dulcet song or flowing verse his choice, or stately prose, made regal by his voice? Speaks love in couplets, or in epics grand? And is love humble, or does he command? There is no language that love does not speak, today commanding and tomorrow meek, one hour laconic and the next verbose, with hope triumphant and with doubt morose. His varying moods all forms of speech employ, to give expression to his painful joy. To voice the phases of his joyful pain, he rings the changes on the poet's strain. Yet not an epic, epigram, or verse can love the passion of his heart rehearse. All speech, all language is inadequate. There are no words with love commensurate. That's the end of my reading for today. Thank you so much for watching. And remember that we have our live event scheduled for this Sunday, Valentine's Day. We're going to be reading some more Shakespeare, some fairy tales, and some stories in literature that are all about love. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope you can make it. Thank you so much for watching.